So in this video, I want to show you how to overcome public speaking nerves, but particularly in conversation. So you might be somebody that is used to presenting to large audiences. You're in control. You've had time to prepare, to rehearse your presentation. You know exactly what you're going to say, when you're going to say it. And most of the time, there's not going to be any variables that are going to put you off that path. But when in conversation on a one-to-one basis, there's that spontaneity, there's that element of the unknown, and you're not in control of that. It might be that you're in a meeting and you're suddenly called up to make a comment on a topic. It might be that you're in a one-to-one conversation with somebody that you don't know, or a colleague or a client. Well, what are you concerned about? You're concerned about not being in control of the outcome of the conversation, or indeed the topic of the conversation. The topic might be something that you're not familiar with. It might be out of your comfort zone. It might not be in the area of expertise that you're used to speaking in. Perhaps you're in a meeting and you're worried that you're not going to be heard or respected as a leader or expert in your field. So what do? You generally avoid being in a situation where that sort of dialogue might take place. And generally, by avoiding these situations, you're going to be missing opportunities like expanding your network, possible promotional opportunities, and most importantly, just feeling comfortable and authentic and getting that respect and support from the team. Before I share with you my 3 tips to help you manage that anxiety, I'd like to ask you what you're afraid of. Could it be that you're worried about being caught out as an imposter? Could it be that you're worried about not knowing what to say? Perhaps you're worried that you're going to be caught out with a technical question that you really should know. And these things might be worth exploring with a coach, hint, hint, just to dig a little bit deeper into where those anxieties come from. So here are 3 tips. Now, there are plenty more tips and techniques that I could share with you. I just don't have the time, and quite frankly, I can't give you everything free on this video and all my videos. But if you work with me one-to-one, there's a lot more levels that we can delve into to discover what's going on with your anxiety, how to manage that anxiety, and also how to improve your voice to cut through the crowd and be listened to and be thought of as the expert and the leader that you are. So the first one, and this is a very, very practical one, and you can do this absolutely straight away. You can do all of these straight away, but it does take time to bed in and just to get used to that feeling natural and uninhibited when you're doing them. The first one is to ask questions. There are so many advantages to asking questions. You're delving deeper into challenges that your client or colleague might be facing. You're really getting to the nub of the problem. So the two of you can find a solution that is going to be beneficial for your company and their company. Ask open-ended questions. So let me give an example. Say, for instance, you're pitching to a client on a one-to-one basis. You've got a meeting and you've told them everything about the product. You've shown them the benefits of the product for them and their company and their team. Ask them questions. Ask them, what challenges are you facing? What differences is it going to make to your business? What have you tried so far? How do you think this can help you? Why are we sitting here? Why are you talking to me? Ask them what their problems are, and that will give them the answer that they need, which is you, which is your product. So by asking questions will keep you in control of the conversation and the destination of that conversation. And it will take the pressure off you having to think about topic and that concern that they might ask you a question that you're not comfortable answering. Number two is values. What's important to you? If you're selling a product, it's that perhaps the product is going to save lives. Perhaps the product is going to make a big difference to your company or their company. Perhaps you're counseling. Perhaps you're helping people that are struggling with various things in their lives. If you're willing to risk feeling nervous based on your values, the easier it will be to have a conversation with somebody that perhaps you haven't met before. For example, if one of your values is being authentic, so you want to come across as being real, human, authentic, then maybe admitting, if that question pops up, that you don't know something or you don't have the answer, but you're going to find out and you're intrigued to know the answer for them and for you, then that's going to show humility and integrity, which are two very, very, very important characteristics for being a leader. So think about why you're doing what you're doing. There's an underlying passion and a need to be successful in what you're doing, whether it's selling a product or counseling, helping other people, or leading a team. You're there because you've been trusted in that position, in that role. Number 3 is to practice mindfulness. Now, the idea with mindfulness is that you're practicing being back in the present moment or staying in the present moment. And by doing certain exercises, one I'm going to show you in a minute, very simple exercises, will allow you to focus in the conversation, to be able to be in the conversation without being distracted by either external cognitive thoughts, worries, or physical, literal distractions within the room, either with the person you're speaking to or people walking by or sounds outside. Like now, I'm focusing completely on you. I'm thinking about you, who you might be, what your problems are, and I'm talking to you about those problems. I'm not being distracted by anything else. And I'm trying not to think about having to take the dog out. These aren't particularly negative thoughts, but we all have these thoughts that are whirring around our head all the time, particularly if you're anxious about having a conversation. It could be on camera, it could be one-to-one with a colleague or client, and it also could be on stage. But this is about small, intimate conversations. So I'd like to share with you this one exercise out of 100 that I do with my clients, and this is called Notice 5 Things. Right, so I want you to sit comfortably. Are you sitting comfortably? Sit comfortably and perhaps lean back in the chair, close your eyes, and I just want you to notice. The operative word here is notice. 5 things that you can see, 5 things that you can hear, and 5 things that you can feel. Now, the feeling one is a bit of a challenge. They're all a bit of a challenge. If, like me, you work in an office where it's relatively soundproofed and there's not a lot going on outside apart from the odd person mowing their lawn or dog barking. We're going to take a slow breath in, slow breath out, and we're going to focus on noticing 5 things that we can hear, 5 things that we can see, and 5 things that we can feel. Okay? So I'm going to let you do that, and I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to trust you in that you've done that. Okay, so we're back. Hopefully, you've either memorized or written down 5 things that you can hear, 5 things that you can see, and 5 things that you can feel. Now, the idea is that you're noticing them, but you're not focusing on them, and you're actually focusing on the breath. The idea is that you're not getting distracted by any negative thoughts that might be coming in, such as, I don't deserve to be here, I'm not worthy, this chap is far more qualified than I am, why are we having this meeting, I hope he trusts me, I hope he sees my passion and my emotions behind what I'm doing, etc., etc. All these negative thoughts that you might have. This exercise will help you get back into the moment, into the important thing. The breath is representing what you stand for, your values, what your passion is for the topic. So by practicing this 2 minutes a day will help you get back into the present moment and focus on what's important to you and the conversation that you're having with your colleague or client. Try these exercises. Let me know how you get on. If you're struggling to control your anxiety when you're speaking in a conversation or in an intimate setting or at meetings, let me know, book a call, and we can have a chat. Speak soon.